Have you ever wondered how to find true inner peace amidst the daily chaos? Buddhism offers us ancient teachings that guide us toward acceptance and detachment, showing us that what is meant for us will come at the right time. Through stories and parables, we will learn to let go of what doesn't belong to us and embrace with serenity what life offers. Detachment doesn't mean indifference, but rather a profound freedom that allows us to live fully. How would you react if, at the most unexpected moment, you were forced to let go of something precious to you? And what if that loss, in reality, was an opportunity for growth? Detachment is not giving up what we love, but loving without possession, without dependence, simply appreciating what we have. It allows us to live with greater lightness, accepting that impermanence is the essence of life. True freedom lies in detachment, and that is what Buddhism teaches us, to live without resistance, without the fear of losing what we cannot control. The monk and the porcelain cup. Once upon a time, a monk was carrying a porcelain cup his master had gifted him. He cherished it deeply, always keeping it by his side. One day, the cup fell to the floor and shattered into 1,000 pieces. The monk felt an emptiness in his chest, but his master calmly said, "That cup was already broken from the beginning." Detachment is not indifference or resignation, but understanding that nothing in this world is permanent. How many times do we cling to things, people, or situations, fearing to lose them? Buddhism teaches us that suffering comes from attachment. We hold on to things, seeking security in an ever-changing world. But true security is not found in the external world but in our ability to accept impermanence. When we understand this, we stop seeing loss as tragic and begin to live more lightly. The river doesn't cling to the water that flows, it simply follows its course. We too can learn to do the same with life. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel and share it with those who also need this message. Let's go on this journey of peace and transformation together. The practice of detachment and radical acceptance. Practicing detachment doesn't mean abandoning what we love, but loving without possession. It means enjoying what we have, knowing that, at any moment, it could change. When we accept this, we find peace. Detachment is the key to radical acceptance, the next step on the path to inner peace. Accepting reality as it is, without resistance or struggle, is true freedom. What does it mean to accept reality without resisting it? Acceptance does not mean resignation. It doesn't mean giving up our aspirations or stopping the fight for what we want. Acceptance means seeing reality as it is, without filters or self-deception. Imagine you are at the beach, and you see a big wave coming toward you. You can try to stop the wave, curse it, resist it, or you can dive into it and let it carry you. The wave won't disappear just because you don't like it. The same happens with situations we can't control. The archer and the art of acceptance. In one story, an experienced archer knows how to calculate the trajectory of his arrow, but there are factors beyond his control, like the wind, the humidity, and the movement of the target. He can lament and get frustrated, or he can adjust his aim, adapt, and try again. Acceptance allows us to focus on what we can do, without despairing over what's beyond our control. Often we resist reality because we feel that acceptance means losing something. But in reality, acceptance gives us power. It frees us from the weight of pointless struggle, allowing us to let go of what we can't change and focus on what we can do. When we change the question from, "Why is this happening to me?" to, "What is this teaching me?" our perspective shifts completely. We learn to find the lesson in what once seemed only suffering. Buddhist stories and the path of trust. Buddhism teaches us that life follows its course, beyond our limited perception of the present. We often rush to judge events, calling them good or bad, without realizing that each event is connected to something bigger that we cannot yet see. How many times has something that seemed like misfortune eventually led us to a better place? One Buddhist story tells of a monk living in a remote village. One day, a beautiful wild horse appeared in his garden. The villagers, amazed, said, "What luck you have! A horse like this is a great treasure." The monk calmly replied, "Luck or misfortune, who knows?" Shortly after, the monk's son tried to tame the horse, but fell and broke his leg. The villagers exclaimed, "What misfortune, now your son can't work." The monk, with the same serenity, replied, "Luck or misfortune, who knows?" Weeks later, a war broke out, and all the young men in the village were drafted, except for the monk's son, who couldn't go because of his injury. The villagers once again said, "What luck you have?" The monk, calm as ever, replied, "Luck or misfortune, who knows?" This story teaches us that life is not to be judged immediately. Often, what seems like misfortune later reveals itself as a great opportunity for growth. Sometimes, what seems like an end is actually a new beginning. Meditation and trust in life. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools in Buddhism to train the mind and find inner peace. It's not about clearing the mind or escaping from problems, but about observing thoughts without judgment, allowing them to flow without clinging to them. We live in a world full of constant stimuli, notifications, social media, news, worries. Our minds are always busy. But when we meditate, we give our mind a break. Meditation helps us understand that everything in life is impermanent. Thoughts come and go, emotions rise and fall, and this teaches us that nothing is permanent, either pain, nor sadness, nor anxiety. Meditation practice helps us develop a healthier relationship with our thoughts and emotions, creating space for acceptance and detachment. The path of detachment and trust in life. A disciple was standing by a river with his master. The master said, "Look at how the water flows without resistance, adapting to every stone, every curve, every change in the path. It doesn't fight the current, it simply moves forward." Likewise, in life, we try to control everything: our relationships, our future, what others think of us. We believe that if we plan enough, we can avoid pain and guarantee our happiness. But life doesn't work like that. Like the river, life is in constant motion. When we cling to what we can't control, we suffer. Buddhism teaches us that true peace comes when we learn to let go. It doesn't mean we stop trying, but accepting that not everything is in our hands. We can do our best, but we can't control the outcome. We can love someone, but we can't make them stay. We can take care of our health, but we can't avoid illness forever. The key is accepting that uncertainty is part of life, and instead of fearing it, we can face it with curiosity. Integrating Buddhist teachings into daily life. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. Buddhism is not about reading a book or watching a video and understanding everything instantly. It's about applying what we've learned day by day with patience and persistence. Detachment doesn't mean giving up everything or living without emotional bonds, but learning to appreciate without possessing. Radical acceptance means starting the day by asking yourself, "What can I accept today?" Trust in life helps us stop labeling events as good or bad and see everything as an opportunity for learning. Daily meditation, even if brief, can make all the difference. Conclusion. Buddhism invites us to live with more wisdom, detachment, acceptance, and compassion. By integrating these teachings into our daily lives, we can find lasting peace and a deeper connection to what truly matters. If you're ready to embrace detachment and live more lightly, start applying these teachings in your daily life right now. Don't forget to give a like if this video made sense to you. Subscribe to the channel to continue your journey of self-discovery and share it with someone who could also benefit from these powerful lessons. Remember, peace begins within you, and together, we can transform the way we live. Click on the subscribe button and activate the bell so you don't miss the next videos. We're on this path of growth together.